Tartan Army foot soldiers won't get any bang for their Bucky in the USA or Canada, as the infamous tonic wine tipple is banned. Scotland supporters could descend on both nations as tens of thousands flock to North America for the national side's first World Cup appearance since 1998.
There's quite strict rules around drinks like that combine alcohol and caffeine, and actually it's illegal in America and Canada. So there's some drinks that people might have heard of before that were banned in the States, like Four Loko, and Buckfast comes under the same banner. So Buckfast is quite notorious for having a lot of caffeine. I think I've read before that it's basically the equivalent of the amount of caffeine that would be in 7 or 8 cans of Coca-Cola is in one bottle of Buckfast. So Americans decided that that's too dangerous based on statistics for uni students and college students who were ending up in a bit of trouble because they were drinking things that maybe didn't taste quite as alcoholic as they would have to make them realise that they were actually consuming a large amount.
And after drinking the pubs dry in Germany during Euro 2024, punters were able to snap up their beloved Buckfast without falling foul of the law. But strict regulations across the pond will make it nearly impossible to source the notorious booze. Alan Sheridan from Bells Hill drove 1,500 miles and brought 50 cases of Buckfast to the Cologne party zone last year.
Been selling, I've been going well today. We came yesterday, sold a few cases, and hopefully
Brilliant.
ready the rest of the day.
And how many boxes did you bring?
Brought about 50. So we
Right.
did 1,500 miles in the van, you know what I mean, with my dad, so
Brilliant.
hopefully it's more.
And you get the t-shirt as well there?
T-shirt to match.
That's brilliant.
Got to do a wee bit of advertising.
And Alan says he's gutted he can't do the same this summer. The 31-year-old businessman joked, Buckfast banned in the USA, that's Scotland officially knocked out of the World Cup before it's even started. The blow for Tartan Army boozers comes after Buckfast's profits soared to a record high of more than 62 million in the last year. The tonic wine sales rose by 12% as customers continued to enjoy the controversial tipple. J.G. Chandler & Co., the company that distributes the wine, saw its turnover increase from 55.7 million to 62.4 million. The results come despite the drink being hit by a 44% duty increase imposed on fortified wines in the 2023 budget. The wine made by monks at Buckfast Abbey in Devon has consistently been linked to crime in parts of Scotland. So both the USA and Canada have outlawed caffeinated alcoholic drinks, and if you're thinking of smuggling some in your suitcase, well, think again.
So any Scottish fans wanting to go over thinking they're going to be able to buy Buckfast anywhere, they're on a hiding to nothing because it cannot be sold anywhere legally. Technically it's not illegal to possess, however you are only allowed to take very small quantities in your checked luggage. So we could only take one bottle, and if you take any more, it's up to each individual state to decide which sort of taxes and customs it could be charged. Additionally, if someone from customs is aware that it is Buckfast and they know that it's not something that's very acceptable in the US, there's always a chance that they could just pour it out as well. So if you have some friends in America, you might be in luck and be able to try some, but most often it's going to be very tricky to get your hands on.